All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're talking about something that's not just coming down the pike, it's already here, and it's going to define pretty much everything about how we work and create. I'm talking about our partnership with artificial intelligence. This is way bigger than just tech, it's about our future. And just so you know where these ideas are coming from, everything we're about to cover is pulled from a fantastic tutorial by Virtualization Options LLC, which is all about this very topic. So, we're building on some really solid ground here. Okay, so let's just get to the big question, the one that's on literally everyone's mind. Is AI this massive threat we should be worried about, or is it actually our single greatest opportunity? The answer is probably not what you're thinking. And I'm not being dramatic here. We really are standing at a pivotal moment, a true turning point. AI is already reshaping our world, and it's changing the fundamental nature of what it means to work, to think, and to solve problems. So how does this all start? Well, research is showing that AI can now automate right around 70% of our routine everyday tasks. Now, I know what you're thinking. That number, it sounds kind of scary, right? But hang on, because this is where the whole story flips. By taking over that 70%, AI isn't getting rid of us. No way. It's actually freeing up the other 30% of our brain power, to focus on the things that only humans can do. The source material actually has a name for this. They call it the 30% rule. It's a whole new way of looking at this. It reframes this massive technological shift, not as a threat to our jobs, but as this incredible, unprecedented chance to double down on our most human, irreplaceable skills. Which, of course, leads to the next big question. Okay, so if the machines are handling all the boring, repetitive stuff, what's left for us? What's our job in this new world? And the answer is not to compete with AI. I mean, that's a losing game. The real answer is to create synergy. It's about building a partnership where our unique strengths and the machine's incredible strengths work together perfectly. And wow, this chart just lays it out so clearly. This is from some groundbreaking research out of MIT Sloan. And what they found is that, yeah, humans alone do a good job, and AI alone does a good job. But when you put them together, human AI teams consistently blow the others out of the water. The performance is just on another level. This isn't just a nice theory, it's the most effective strategy, period. So you can kind of see the logic flowing here, right? It's a simple three-step process. First, the 30% rule frees up our minds. That lets us move to step 2, where we can form this powerful synergistic partnership with AI. And all of that leads to the final, most important step. We can finally focus all our energy on the skills that AI just can't touch. So what are these magical skills? Well, it's the stuff that makes us, us. We're talking about nuanced judgment, seeing the shades of gray that a machine can't. We're talking about true, out-of-the-box creative imagination. And of course, ethical reasoning to steer this incredible technology. And the emotional understanding to connect with each other. Now, here is the most important takeaway, and it's a little bit of a mind bender. You'd think that as AI gets smarter, our human skills would become less important, but it's the exact opposite. They become exponentially more valuable. This chart says it all. You see AI capabilities just shooting up, right? Well, look at what's happening to the value of our human skills. They're shooting up right alongside it. One actually fuels the other. It's a virtuous cycle. And let's be really clear about what's at stake here. Moving forward, the single biggest competitive advantage for you as an individual, for any company, is going to be mastering this collaboration. If you can learn to orchestrate this new partnership, you're going to thrive. If you don't, well, you risk being left behind. The source material just sums this up perfectly with this quote: "The future belongs not to humans alone, nor to AI alone, but to those who can orchestrate their synergistic potential with wisdom and skill." It's all about becoming that orchestrator. That's the new role. So, we'll end on this thought. The age of AI isn't some distant thing on the horizon. It's here, right now. So the only real question left, the one each of us has to answer, is how are you going to cultivate your 30%?